I'm a music R&B artist, getting into the music industry, seeing what it's about, and doing big things. And I never gave up on that dream, but I took the book to try to inspire anybody who wants to be in the music industry. Go for it. And it talks a lot in the book about the music industry, positive things about the main character who low self-esteem, and his mom deceased from cancer, and different things of that nature. But it's really great, and I think a lot of people should really motivate themselves to want to do better, even if nobody else isn't in their corner, because like I said, I did it, and I know it's possible.
Amen.
And I didn't do it by myself, I did it with God. And I prayed all the way through. And there was times when, like I said earlier, I wanted to give up, because it was even with the book cover. It was like always something was going on, something. And I kept submitting, and I kept doing this, and I kept doing that, and I was just like, I'm tired, I'm frustrated. But I kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. And it feels good to actually see my book and see that somebody else is holding it. Because it's one of the biggest things that actually is one of the only things that I actually did in my life. And I'm very proud of it. I'm happy.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. I think that, like you said, it's something just to see, the finished product, holding it. It's something that God gave you to birth.
Yes.
And when you finish it, it just makes you feel good. And so even with that, I hear that you're saying that it's your desire for other people to read this book, to be motivated, to carry out their dream, no matter what that dream is. Maybe music, it may be writing a book.
Correct.
Whatever that is. But in that process, did you said that you went through some things. It was something. If it wasn't the cover, it was something else. And that kind of made you want to stop. But what did you think about in the process to allow you to keep moving?
I think I was more afraid of failure. That's what more.
That's good.
Because I was like, if I get done, what's going to be on the other side? Instead of being on this side of the door, trying to fight to push that door open, I was like, I got to. Because I didn't want to wait years and years and years down the line and be thinking like, man, I could have really wrote the book. Whose life I could have impacted. Like I said, some people wrote the book and said, man, you make me want to go to school. You make me want to get up and do something. And it makes me feel good to know that I actually motivate people. Because it wasn't easy writing a book, but it wasn't hard either. It was certain things like the book cover and, things like that that made it a little difficult, but it was worth fighting for. It really was.
And it's funny that you said that. It seems like by you finishing this book, it not only took you to another level on yourself, it actually pushed you to show you that you can do something that you never thought that you could do.
I really didn't think it. I really didn't.
Because you were thinking about singing, and here you are writing.
Yes, that's really what I want to do.
Yeah.
And it could be non-fiction and kind of fiction, because some of it is about my life, some of it isn't. But I want to take like I said, the positive, the negative, and turn it to positive to inspire people. But yeah.
And it's so amazing that sometimes in your dreams, God knows what He really wants for you to do. You may want to do something else, but He really wanted you to do this,
You're right.
so that it could bless people, so that you probably have another book in you. You'd be sitting down dreaming, and all of a sudden God will give you another book. That's probably what He really called you to do, even though you wanted to do some other things. But how do you feel that you actually are carrying out your dream through putting it down on paper?
It's a lot. It has been a lot to take in, and actually seeing my book everywhere, and people asking me about it, and thinking years in the past when I first started writing the book, which is 2012, and when I started, I was just writing on a piece of paper. Then I was like, man, I really have something. And I kept writing, and I kept writing. Then I said, well, let's talk about my life, and let's take it and turn it into like a positive thing to try to impact somebody else's life, because I don't want the book to be all about me.
Right.
I want to try to help someone else.